Oh. Really?
We're all just one little kiwi.
Hold on now.
So I realized that I only got you on my YouTube channel once before, and it was a really awkward shot where I like leaned in, and I leaned over to Josh Mace, and then that was it. I never told people who you were. Awkward friendships, that's what we're gonna title this one.
Well, now it just got really weird.
Tom!
I can't be on camera.
You already are on camera. What kind of cake did she get?
It's a blue velvet cake.
A blue velvet cake.
Yeah.
That's a lot of blue food dye.
Yes. It's gonna be awesome.
Ava, happy birthday.
Vacation for whether it be for a weekend away or a vacation for a week, we would dread coming back home. Not like, oh, Mondays stink. We're like, oh. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Like we had just connected with our kids in a whole new level. We just had these great conversations, and everybody just the weight of the world just comes off of you when you're away from them.
So then we bought the RV, and we kind of had this vision, and then we got wrapped up with other things, real estate, and working all these jobs and scaring ourselves out of it. So we did what any normal suburbia family would do, right? You start looking for the bigger house. So we were looking. Now we'd already bought a
because that makes it better.
Everybody's moving out of the little starter neighborhood, and now everybody's moving to their big house.
So we started looking at lake homes and always looking for the bargain, right? And we just could never find the one that was right, and it was because none of them ever were.
Yeah.
We just realized that that wasn't gonna fix where we were or where we wanted to go.
We equate it to that movie, The Matrix. You know, it's like you unplug from the Matrix and you realize what you've been like. You've been just kind of in a false reality for so long, and then when you get a taste of real reality, of real family and real living and real dreaming, and it's like you don't want to go back to that.
But it's not vacation. That's the other thing too, is that people think that.
No, we have our daily struggles just like every other normal family out there. So it's never always like a vacation. We do vacationist type things. We go and hit the...
But no different than anybody else. That's the thing. It's like I've tried to think about that, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to work most of the time during the week. But what's different is that I'm closer to a hiking trail where I can do that. And the fact of the matter is we put ourselves in a tin can, so we would kind of be frustrated if we're staying in there too long. We have to get outside.
Rainy days. Jamie wrote a blog on that one too.
Rainy days?
Rainy days.
Actually, our family can every once in a while, if we have a lot going on, we love a couple of days of rain.
I wouldn't mind it if I had that space in the back. Like
I know, you got less space.
Who are you?
But we're the type of family that every once in a while, like, we were used to cold weather in the winter, so you kind of hibernate. And, you know, you kind of get some games out, you just kind of have the fireplace going. It's that day where you're like, you know what, I don't have to go outside. I have to stay in.
And see, I love that. Because like for me,
like,
I'd be like listening to an audiobook and knitting. I'd be like thrilled. But the problem is that's not what happens. You know, what happens is I try to listen to an audiobook and knit, and I have kids, I need you. You know, because like they don't
totally
have.
True. Today, like literally, today, I have my big muff headphones on because I need to be able to hear things and focus, but today I didn't need to hear things as much as I needed to focus. And I'm hearing them screaming and yelling at each other, yelling for mommy, you know,
volume.
And so I just, I mean, I turned it up.
That's awesome.
Then I need to get his attention. I'm like, Trent.
Like, how is that for a teenager? Because normal teenage life, you go away for summer vacation, you meet the love of your life, and then you have to go back away to school.
Your life is seemingly over.
And your life is seemingly over. Well, how does that work like every 2 weeks? How many of those have there been on this journey? Oh. Really?
We're all just one little kiwi.
Hold on now.
Not exactly.
Because for most of the trip, you were just waiting. Waiting stage.
I was gonna say, for parents, it's a lot better because, like, in a parent's best world, long distance relationships are awesome.
Yes.
You know?
Unless you're dealing with 15-year-old teenage boy hormones. So he is completely just
What about
angry.
What about 13-year-old girl stuff? Is that are we not there yet?
We're not there yet.
No,
she's not there yet.
We're not.
Not quite there.
Is mom and dad not there yet? Is
that's
that
not
all
happening.
That's just not happening.
She's got some people she likes, but it's not like
You just
level
got to keep beating them off with a stick. Your dad's the best one.
That's a really bad thing about RVing. That's like a really bad thing.
He becomes really
It's
good.
friends, not even just people you like, just friends in general.
But
like
those friends you can meet up with.
Yeah, no, but
New Zealanders you can't just meet up with one day.
He said he
get a
wanted a
passport.
passport for Christmas.
Yeah, man. There you go.
and a ticket.
That's
I
only
looked
like
it up from LA
$2,000.
to New Zealand. It's only $1,000.
Only.
Was that one way?
Well, it's like all the way across.
Yeah,
the
one
Pacific.
way though.
Yeah.
So he's not coming back if he goes. He's already made up his mind.
I told Patch, I said one of our bucket list things is to hike the Milford Trail. We've had that on our list
To
for
hike
a
the
long
what?
time. The Milford Trail?
I've never heard of
Is that
that
in New
one.
Zealand?
Yeah. It is.
He's just straight saying, I'm in. I'll do it with you, friend.
He's like, no,
Yeah.
over here, I'm over here.
I would do it. I would do it.
We were all covered from head to toe, and it was just the worst experience we could ever talk about.
Like, how do you get rid of chiggers?
You don't.
Okay, so the wives' tale is you put nail polish on and it suffocates them out. But upon further research,
Google.
they don't necessarily burrow, they bite you, and the saliva is what swells and just makes you itch.
Oh.
Burrow for a time period and they are gone.
And we had them everywhere.
Kind of mosquito bites, but
Like
worse.
everywhere.
Much worse.
Oh my
We had these
gosh.
sugar bites.
man.
We had these sugar bites for 5-6 weeks.
If you know what I mean. It was awful.
So about 5-6
We were
weeks. So
living on Benadryl for 4 weeks.
we didn't fully get rid of our sugar bites until we were in Michigan. So
Oh my gosh.
The land between.
The land,
We hear about the land between in the Old Testament, and that was the land.
the land between the lakes has chiggers.
you should ask the kids about it one day.
I will.